Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on October the 18th, 2019. China's economic growth slows to 30-year low. China's economic growth slowed more than expected, marking the lowest rate in almost 3 decades in third quarter as a lingering trade war with the U.S. hit factory production. Gross domestic product climbed just 6% year-on-year in China, underlining a further loss of momentum for the economy from the second quarter's 6.2% growth. The third quarter GDP growth was the slowest since the first quarter of 1992 and missed expectations of 6.1% growth in the Reuters poll of analysts. It was also at the bottom end of the government's full-year target range of 6% through 6.5%. Asian stocks declined after the data reversing gains made on the UK and European Union striking a long-awaited Brexit deal. Oil prices fall amid demand concerns. Oil prices declined on Friday amid escalating demand fears as China, the world's largest oil importer, recorded its weakest quarter of economic growth in 27 years. Global benchmark Brent crude oil futures decreased by 21 cents, 0.4% to $59.70 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures tumbled by 4 cents, or 0.1%, to $53.89 per barrel. Although crude demand growth tends to track economic growth trends, China's need for oil would not recede anytime soon. Chinese official data released on Friday showed robust refinery throughput in September, rising 9.4% from a year earlier to 56.49 million tons, on increases from new refineries and some independent refiners resuming operations after maintenance. U.S. Pompeo will meet with Israeli Netanyahu. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem on Friday, right after Turkey agreed with the United States to pause its offensive on Kurdish forces in Syria. Thursday's truce, brokered in Ankara by a U.S. team including Pompeo and U.S. Vice President Mike Pence, gives Kurdish forces 5 days to withdraw from a safe zone Ankara has sought to capture. In turn, Pompeo's visit to Israel is largely seen as an attempt to assuage countries concerned that a U.S. force drawdown could expose it to attacks by Iran or its proxies. European Union plans to discuss post-Brexit budget. European Union leaders will discuss a new budget plan on Friday, which could allow to spend up to 1.1 trillion euros, $1.2 trillion for 7 years after the United Kingdom's exit from the bloc. According to a proposal prepared by Finland, the next long-term budget should have a financial capacity between 1.03% and 1.08% of the bloc's gross national income. That would allow the EU to spend between 1 and 1.1 trillion euros in the 2021 through 2027 period. Meantime, the European Commission is seeking a budget worth 1.1% of GNI when the EU Parliament called for an even higher budget at 1.3% of GNI.